Go down to Sioux Falls and Kellerland, Stacy Bauer.
Lee, let me tell you, Lincoln came into the state tournament with a record of 10-10, just 500. You won't believe what they're doing in this championship game. I'll show you some first half highlights and then wait till you hear the score at the end of it. Let's look at what happened in the first half. First of all, Dane Jorgensen gets a pass to Matt Honan. Shot off the glass, and Honan had 14 in the first half. Lincoln takes an early lead in this one. Then there's the Tool Time guy getting the rebound. Cliff Tool, he gets the shot up. He also had 14 in the first half. Coach Lyle Pearson is happy. His team is taking a big lead. Then Sean Gray answers for 2 of just Rapid City's 5 points in the first quarter. Coaches are real happy with that one. Brad Voss, soft touch for Lincoln. They keep pulling ahead. And check out this next play. Bobby George to Matt Honan with the driving hop. Nice play. Lincoln is ahead by 17 points at the half, but wait until you check out the score right now. It's in the fourth quarter, 63-33. Lincoln is ahead by 30 points in this one, Lee.
All right, thank you, Stacy. 63-33. I'll congratulate Lincoln already. We'll be right back to the State B. It's only a 3-point difference here. We'll be back.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Ice cold milk. Help yourself. Cold drinks are like basketball players. They can be tall, they can be smooth, but it takes a great one to dunk. Ice cold milk. Help yourself. Brought to you by your local dairy farmers.
It was the first full-size pickup to offer 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. It provided a driver's airbag. Its frame and body have been designed to distribute the forces of a frontal impact, with steel door beams to help resist the forces of a side impact. Of all the jobs this truck can handle, none is as important as the one we hope it never has to do. Dodge Ram. The rules have changed. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
Looking for the right doctor? Dakota Care offers more freedom of choice from over 98% of the state's physicians. Dakota Care, proven performance in managed care. Yes, we still have our ducks in a row.
McKinnon Hospital's Caring for Life series presents this medical moment.
Having a baby is a healthy part of life, not a medical condition. That's why making it a comfortable experience is a priority at the McKinnon Women's Center.
Well, we have added a lot of amenities in the room, and with a philosophy that we really want to pamper the women that are here to have their babies.
Although there's no place like home, we've designed our Women's Center to be a close second.
This medical moment is brought to you by McKinnon Hospital because we care about your life.
All right, back with Byron Hand, his team down by 3 at the half. Is it just a matter of taking care of the ball, or what do you see out there?
Yeah, that's the big thing right now. We need to take care of the basketball. Defensively, we really showed that we needed some wins for a while, you know, and they hit some big threes out of that when we really needed a break. And kids really did a nice job coming back. We didn't start out worth a darn, and we came back and did a nice job. If we take care of the basketball, get our big people involved, we're all right.
What did you say with that timeout at the 9-0 mark after they made that big run at you? What did you tell them then?
It's just a head shaker. We just have to get, screw the cap on and make sure that we come out. We set up something for Tim Bottom and made him go to the hole, and he did a nice job. As soon as we break the ice, things start working a little bit better for us.
Have a good second half. Thank you. Lee, back to you.
Here's the first half numbers, Tom. I think the one thing that just jumps right off of that page is look at how many shots DeSmit has. 31 shots, making 2 more than Tulare. Tulare, of course, very efficient at 61%. The turnovers, most of those early, though. 12-4, definite advantage for DeSmit, kind of what the Bulldogs thought they might be able to do. And, of course, rebounding pretty even there, 14-12. But 31-18 in shots taken. So, with DeSmit being able to get up and down the floor and take advantage of a few more of those turnovers, it really is imperative that Tulare keeps shooting that well. Yeah, 31-18. 29-26 is what the scoreboard says, with DeSmit leading. when you talk about turnovers and the way the Smith Bulldogs play defense, Pat Wheeler, who has been Marv McCune's assistant since 1985, really sets up the defenses and gets his team going. Marv said, make sure we give Pat the credit he deserves for using that. And a block by McNames. That'll be the second on Josh. And Bottom, it's the same type of thing that they start with 2 down, 2 way out, and just kind of let Bottom muscle his way down low.
And Tulare was very happy that halftime had gotten there. As Byron Hand said, they were getting a little weary in the legs, and DeSmet was starting to make another run at them at the end of the first half like they did at the beginning of the first half.
But Dan and Bring made the defensive play. McNames will go up hard left-handed and will go to the free throw line as Schultz picked up his first foul of the game. Only the second total. Tulare only had 1 foul in that whole first half.
Got to be able to use the left hand. Puts it up on the rim. Josh, thinking about college ball next year. He's talked to a number of schools. Northern's a possibility. Dakota Wesleyan's a possibility. Had some contact with Huron University early in the year.
71% on the line. Missing the first. Averaging 10 assists a ball game.
And 5 steals. Impressive. He gets around, doesn't he?
Now 7 points for Josh McNames. And here's that full court pressure. Looking for the trap and getting it. But Frankenstein, the heady senior, head to Watson, who breaks that pressure now. Bottom will pull up 10-footer short. Dan and Bring with the board. Lobbed it down low to Cruz. And not the helter-skelter first minute or so in this one as we had to open the contest, which is what the Chieftains prefer.
Yeah, see if the Chieftains can get the big fella. Go to the well a couple of times and get Schrader involved.
Frankenstein will work and spin, and Schrader, offensive board. The big guy laid it up short. Out of bounds off of DeSmet. Schrader again, and he will go to the free throw line. Cruz on the foul, his second. Team second here in the third period. Of the 18 regular season games that DeSmet played, and Coach Marv McCune, there 13 of those teams were rated in either Class A or Class B. Good look at the senior, Jim Schrader.
Yeah, they went through a crop of Class A schools this year. Beat Madison, beat Flandreau. All in one stretch.
Weston and Springs in overtime or double overtime. So 1 and 2 for Schrader, 10 in the game now for Jim. It's tied for team high honors for Frankenstein. And that same 3-point differential at halftime is what it is right now. That's Larson firing a pass to Cruz. The McNames will reset. Dobson got another 3-pointer, his third of the game. 11 now for Jeremy Dobson. And a 5-point lead for the Dogs. Frankenstein bounces one, but Schrader will recover it. Schrader goes to the line again after drawing a foul. Is that one on Cruz or Larson? I think on Cruz. Yes, it is. That's the third now on Ross Cruz. Another look.
A little more determined in the second half to get himself involved in the offense. Schrader the last couple of times down, taking it right at Cruz. Cannon Bring back in to replace Cruz.
18 points, 8 rebounds. What Jim's average has been throughout the year, but he has not had an average tournament by no means as that one rolls out. 30 points in the 80-66 victory over Hecla and 24 points in the 74-66 victory over Eureka yesterday. A little short there, so Jim is now Missed 3 in a row after making his last 2. Dobson goes baseline, cut off by Schrader.
Cut off is right.
You just don't move, Jim. He's standing there. Good ball movement to Dannenbrink, trying to create a shot, and it's knocked out. Schrader with the block. A little different look without Cruz, who scores so well in the low post. So now it's a no post offense. More of a motion, and Dannenbrink puts it up from 15.
Tulare has been doing a good job of clearing the defensive glass, not letting Cruz and Dannenbrink get in there too often with the second shots. They've had a few, but not many.
Bottom spins and goes low to Frankenstein, and West scored early and often from the low post position. 12 in the game now for Frankenstein. Great man-to-man defense by Tulare. McNames will drop it down to Dannenbrink, and a foul. Off the drive and off the creation by Josh McNames.
Another look. He knows that McNames is going to draw about 3 or 4 guys, and the nice soft hands and the body bang by Watson. Dannenbrink strong enough to get it up and in.
56% free throw shooter on the year for Dannenbrink, just under 9 points his average coming in. And he hits that one, which is his 7th point of this contest. 36-29.
The run and jump is what they call it in the man-to-man, and you try to get a guy turned and come up and swipe it from behind. DeSmit does it pretty well. Very well.
So in the first half of this third quarter, DeSmit building the lead back up much slower, much more methodical, and Larson with his second personal foul. So now that's 5 total fouls really against Jim Schrader from the post defense position. Marv McCune knows that Tulare has the size. There's part of the advantage of having it. Oh, it didn't roll though. McNames left hands it ahead to Hine. Hine foul. Hine to the line. And Josh will shoot 2.
That would have been a big one. He hits this one and then hits a free throw, puts him up by 10, but Hine and Dobson are both just slippery guys. They can run the floor and get out, and he was a little upset that didn't go down, but Barry is 73% shooter at the line.
Tim Bottoms first. Hine now with 6 points. Barry had 19 against Armour, 11 against Emory. 14 in the second half of the Armour game, 9 of his 11 in the second half of the Emory game. So it would not totally surprise me to see Hine put another double digit in the second half of this game. Bruning, number 12, that's Brian Bruning. And there's the turnover. Hine will beat everyone to the basket. 8 now for Barry Hine. Off the turnover and a 10-point lead. That's the biggest of the game. Chieftains need a hoop. Frankenstein will try to get it, yes. 14 points for Wes Frankenstein.
We defined him more offensively.
And here's that same situation as the game last night with Emory. DeSmit got the lead, could totally dictate the pace of the game.
Yeah, Tulare does not want to be down by 8 like they are now at the end of the third quarter.
Three-pointer. 10 now for McNames. 42-31. bottom to bring it down. Frankenstein kept it alive. 4, bottom. Long pass ahead, Dobson. No, there's a steal for Schrader. Check out Jim. Oh, he traveled with it. Will break away from the Barnett Center with the score 42-33. We're in the third period with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left.
There are bounties in life you couldn't begin to measure, and yields that take a generation to know. For that other crop coming up, there's new Basis post-emergence herbicide. Basis is one-pass control of the grasses and broadleaves that worry you most for under $12 an acre, half the cost of most free programs. Basis, because life's a harvest, and corn isn't all you're raising.
Behind every basket, every touchdown, every player, and every team is hard work, determination, sweat, and pain. Toshiba America Information Systems in Mitchell salutes the effort, the persistence, and the spirit of South Dakota's young athletes.
That's a happy Bulldog. His team up 42-33. Chieftains 22-2, same record as DeSmet. And not really a bad time for a TV timeout if you're Byron Hand, huh?
Down by 9, and we were just talking. They got to cut into this lead a little bit. They can't be down by that many at the end of the fourth, or DeSmet's just going to put it away on them. If they can get within 3 or 4 or 5 before the fourth.
Dobson with the floater, and Bottom with the board. Remember, at half, it was 31-18 as far as shots taken, with DeSmet taking so many more. Ooh, it rolled out for Schrader, but what that means for Tulare is that the Chieftains have to shoot a very strong percentage.
Schrader really got active that time down, got big and held them off down low, and again, the nice hands and get the ball up on the rim.
The foul on Hine, his first, team's 5th. Takes 7 total fouls in order to get into the 1-and-1. Schrader's missed his last 3 from the line. If they're looking so comfortable there for one stretch, that's much better.
One of the toughest shots in the game. Stand out there from 15 feet straight away with nobody in your face.
But Schrader's last 2, 4, 5 points have been free throws. Lincoln, congratulations, defeating Stevens 79-51. The Lincoln Patriots, the champions of AA. We'll go back to Stacy Bauer in what will be an empty arena for our final wrap-up. Boy, McNames just got smacked right over there by Watson. McNames held his ground, and Watson ran right through him. So that was what the foul was. There's 2 minutes left to play in the third period here. Good ball movement. 16 feet away.
Here comes that second half from Barry Hine. He and Jeremy Dobson, the key guys in the second half that score at the timely times when you need them.
Hine has 10 in the game now. Frankenstein worked on the baseline, and he was fouled by Larson. That's Darren's 3rd, I think.
Good uptake by West, yeah. Trying to cut off the baseline. You can use that baseline as another defender, but you got to get there.
Yes, indeed. That was his 3rd. So Larson will come out. Dannebrink comes back in. Chieftains lay it up there for Schrader, who was fouled by number 51, Mark Wilkinson. Wilkinson just came in. 2-shot foul for Jim Schrader. And these will be his 7th and 8th free throw attempts in the period. He will be his 14th overall in the game. Points now for Schrader. And Dobson will slow it down. McNames just so calmly comes out to the point and calls the play, and then the Bulldogs go.
Knows how to handle it, doesn't he? I mean, between the legs, it's just on a string. You can go with either hand, pass it off the dribble behind, just hit a wet spot.
Frankenstein will go hard to the basket. Oh, he laid it short. But that's because Dannenbrink got back there to cut him off a little bit. That was tipped by Bottom at the 1-minute mark of the third period.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. You get in between steps, and you might need one more dribble there, but the guy's there, and you don't want to pick it up right there exactly, but tough shot for West that time.
I wouldn't be surprised if DeSmit tries to take the clock down. Just a constant communication between Marv McCune and his point guard.
And constant communication between those three guys out on top, Dobson and Hine and McNames. Kind of all three of the same mind where they know who's going to be where and when.
4 seconds. McNames for three. Good if it went, but it didn't go. So we go to the fourth quarter with DeSmit. 44-36. The Dogs 8 minutes and an 8-point lead away from a state championship.
Sarah Nichols of Mobridge had a dream. She'd attend South Dakota State University and get her degree in economics. That's why she applied for a Norwest Community Scholarship. Now, she's our 300th $1,000 scholarship winner. And this fall, her dream will begin. The Norwest Community Scholarship Program, helping over 300 students achieve their dreams. Because nothing is impossible if someone, somewhere, believes in you.
Things have changed since 1965. Time and progress march on. And though the land hasn't changed, how you work it has. But one thing has stood the test of time. Banvel. It's still the broadleaf herbicide for corn, for control that lasts from spike to canopy. Sure, things change in 30 years. Banvel just hasn't needed to. Banvel. 30 years, and still the best.
Yep. The Kello crew has the building wired for... Hey, Dirk, how's it going? Tony, hi. Across the way. Everyone wants to wave to us, Tom. Hi, guys.
Feel like we're in a parade here.
And I guess we'll be right back.
When I grow up, I want to be a football player. I want to be a baseball. I want to be a hunter. Basketball player. Teacher. Fireman.
80% of today's jobs require a technical education. Going back to school or continuing your education. Know what you want to be when you grow up.
Shopping for your next car. Why not America's quality and value leader, Buick? Best in class, family car of the year, first for safety, solid American value. Buick, the new symbol for quality in America and in the upper Midwest.
And the floor here at Northern State, you know, it's nice. We've talked about how nice it is, and the guys are not giving it an extra little polish. Some no-mine, I think, whipped some ice out there. It'll take a little while to make sure that everything is secure and dry, and of course, making sure it's dry, that's the main thing. Randy Thomas of Faith, the alternate official. I wonder if Randy gets paid for house cleaning duties when he goes out there to help for that. Give me an O. Give me a D. Give me another O. Dude! They're trying to get a wave going here at the Barnett Center. Now we're ready and underway with quarter number 4. DeSmet has been so tough in this tournament, once it's got a lead, to keep that lead. That'll be foul number 4 on Ross Cruz. Cruz put his shoulder down, went to the hoop and dropped, and drew the offensive foul against him.
Strong, but Frankenstein stepped in there.
Every possession counts big for Tulare.
Uh-oh.
Nice play by Bottom.
Oh, nice play by West coming out to help him out, too.
Bottom into the lane.
That's going to be 5.
Foul number 5 on Cruz. I don't think Ross knows that that's his 5th. He will shortly. So with 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game, Cruz is fouled out with 4 points.
Tim Bottom, the big guy, but he's got the ability to put it down, and Cruz coming off trying to help out. Picks up his second quick one, and Larson will replace him.
And a lot of that hand could be still from the DeSmet fans remembering what Cruz did with Chris Jansen last night. Held Chris to 15 points, along with some help, of course, from Larson and Dannenbrink. But the free throw by Tim Bottom doesn't go. That was his first trip to the line tonight. 9 points for Bottom thus far.
So important. They shot 7 out of 14 from the line in the first 3 quarters.
Second one crawls over. So now only 3 players have scored for Tulare, all in double figures as we take a look at the numbers.
Take a look at those stats. Go over to the three-point line, first of all. DeSmet with the big advantage there, and then the free throws. Tulare has had the opportunities, but not knocking them down yet. And then that last column, 15 turnovers that lead to points for the Bulldogs.
Hines thinking shot. Probably shouldn't have.
Hoop here would be huge. Get it back to 5. Bottom probably should have shot that one, but Watson is there.
No, it'll be Schrader. Yes, you're right. There's 5. Back to 5. Schrader now with 15 in the game. And a timeout taken by Marv McCune. Will break away with 6:37 left in this one. It's the 4th quarter of the state meet title game on Tello TV.
My dream is to be a professional football punter for the Dallas Cowboys.
Vern Halter knows dreams. His is to win the Iditarod. Last spring, Norwest sponsored Vern's tour of elementary schools across the state. In gymnasiums big and small, he shared his dream with thousands of students. And they shared their dreams with him.
I'd like to be a country singer.
Nothing is impossible if someone, somewhere, believes in you.
Now there are 1,000 reasons to buy a Ford Windstar. For a limited time, get $1,000 cash back when you buy or lease a Windstar. That's $1,000 cash back on the minivan with the largest V6 engine, plus dual airbags, 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, and front-wheel drive. And right now, qualified buyers may get an additional $750 bonus for total cash back up to $1,750. See your Northland Ford dealer for details today.
Here's Tim Bottom laying it back out. And there's that big hoop you were talking about, Tom, to cut the lead down to 5. Jim Schrader.
So important not to turn the ball over. Just get a shot and give your big fellas a chance to rebound like that.
Dobson got it. Jeremy Dobson, his fourth three-pointer. A trade of the baskets, but a one-point edge for DeSmit. Back to 6. 17, by the way, in the game for Schrader.
Tulare's turned it up a notch, though. You can tell when they came out of that timeout. They're just down and they're ready now. And one last surge here in the last 6 minutes.
And when Cruz is not in the game, he fouled out not long ago for DeSmit. It really takes a physical edge off of the Bulldogs team. Yeah. Dobson. Oh, boy.
Larson at 6'2", the biggest man on the floor now for DeSmit. Dannenberg at 6'1" inside. Oh, McNames took it away from his knees.
How did he do that? No look pass to Dobson, who will go to the free throw line. As Bottoms did the right thing by not letting Dobson get the shot off.
I hope we have another look at that. This is the end of that sequence with Bottoms, the foul on Dobson. But before that, McNames at half court, he went down to his knees. There you go. Nice job, guys. Take it down, and then look at the pass. Look the other way. He knows Dobson's there. Sweet.
How does he do that?
And you know Jeremy Dobson saw that McNames was at half court digging at that ball, so he took off on the break.
Dobson hits them both. He's the leading scorer for DeSmit with 16. 4 3-pointers. There's a bump by McNames. 49-41's the score. That's the third personal foul on McNames. And it'll be a bonus, 1-1. So Bottom will go to the line where he's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 10 points in this game, averages a little over 11.
This guy's really done a job taking care of the ball. Tim Bottom talking about him. He's been working so hard just to get the ball up against McNames, and besides that, he's scored 10 points, 11 now.
2 in a row from the line. Confident stroke by the sophomore. 12 points in the contest. Again, Frankenstein, Bottom, and Schrader. The only 3 players who have done the scoring, and their team is down by 6 at the 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter of the State B title game.
Now it's time to pound the floor like you'll see some teams do and get the defense set, and they lock it up here, they can get within 4 next time down.
Dobson drives off glass, a little strong. Rebound Schrader. Oh, Schultz just took Hine right out of the way. Now, Tulare has numbers. Frankenstein underneath, and look at that. It's now a 4-point game. Physical exchange. 3-point play McNames. Another rebound Frankenstein. Again, without Cruz in there, it makes it hard for DeSmit to board. Bottom between his legs, past McNames, it rolled off, and there's Eric Larson with the board, and Schrader. Jim says, yeah, I got him.
Nice block out of that time by Darren Larson. Saw the shot go up, and he found his man and sat on Schrader's legs. Take another look at it. There's Larson, 35. He had to get 2 guys on his back that time.
Halfway through the 4th quarter. Dobson's been the hot man from the 3-point line. Hine had a big 3rd quarter. He hasn't scored here yet in the 4th.
Yeah, this is the time when one of those guys usually steps up, Hine or Dobson.
Dobson has 16 points. Hine with the ball right now has 10. Bottom will give McNames a little more shooting room because he doesn't want him to drive. We're down to 3:30. Hine for three. Rolls off to Bottom.
Nice forward by Bottom.
A 2-point basket here makes it a 2-point game.
Daring Schultz to shoot it.
Now the offensive board. Wes Frankenstein with a huge basket. It's a 2-point contest. 18 in the game now for Frankenstein. It's Tulare has clawed its way back in. Chieftains have a chance to tie. It was an 8-point difference at the end of 3. Tipped by McNames. Stolen by Hine. Foul in the backcourt by Tim Bottom. 49-47 with a timeout on the court. We'll be right back.
Keeping our children healthy, it's a necessity, it's a challenge, and it's just become easier. With the introduction of the South Dakota Children's Hospital and Specialty Clinics at Sioux Valley Hospital, we've created the region's most comprehensive network of children's health services, from clinical care to prevention and education. Now available through a single convenient resource at Sioux Valley. Southern Kids Healthy in every way.
The traditional Lakota family circle is called Tioshpaye and means extended family. People who are there to support you throughout your life. It includes aunties, uncles, grandparents, and cousins. And for some Native American children, the Tioshpaye includes St. Joseph's Indian School, sharing in the responsibility of supporting Native American youth since 1927.
Wes Frankenstein has come up big for the Chieftains, working the offensive glass. Back up and in, and 18 points now for Frankenstein, and the Chieftains have pulled within 2.
Frankenstein has 18. Bottom has 12. Jim Schrader has 17. Add them up to equal 47. It's been a little more even with 6 different players in the scorebook for the DeSmit Bulldogs. Jeremy Dobson leading his team right now with 16. Barry Hine on the free throw line has 10. This is his first chance to score here in the 4th period. Ross Cruz, the starting center, is fouled out with 4 points. Hine earns the second half. 73% free throw shooters, now 2 of 3 in the game. And the lead up is 3 with a chance to go to 4. And it is 4. Full court pressure. Boy, that was tough just to get Bottom in there. Hine's going to come up for double team. Dannenbrink went for the steal. It comes to Schultz. It's a 3-on-2, and Larson knocks it away. Lobs to Schrader. And a foul will be called on Schrader, and Coach Hand thought that Schrader was fouled in the act of shooting. It won't happen because Larson got the board. Schrader got the foul and will walk down to the other end to shoot some free throws, and what a big swing if these 2 free throws go in.
Yeah, take another look at Darren Larson underneath. That's where they wanted the foul. They wanted him called for bumping underneath, squatting on his legs, but incidental contact, probably a good call, huh?
Larson has struggled this year from the free throw line. In and out, looked pretty good though on that free throw attempt. Bottom pulls out, needs help. Bottom throws it down, wide open. And Watson's first 2 points of the game makes it a 2-point game. There's 2:23 left in the 4th.
Tim Bottom, excellent. Keeping his head. He knew if there were 5 guys up, there had to be somebody open back by the bucket.
That was a gorgeous read.
They lock it up again. Their defense has turned up a notch in the last 4 minutes.
DeSmit had a double-figure lead in the 3rd quarter. Timeout taken by Josh McNames. 1:56 left. We'll break away and be back. 2-point contest.
There are bounties in life you couldn't begin to measure, and yields that take a generation to know. For that other crop coming up, there's new Basis post-emergence herbicide. Basis is one-pass control of the grasses and broadleaves that worry you most for under $12 an acre, half the cost of most pre-programs. Basis, because life's a harvest, and corn isn't all you're raising.
Healthcare costs. Another Dakota Care difference made possible through pre-contracted rates. Dakota Care, proven performance in managed care. Yes, we still have our ducks in a row.
Here's that last read by Bottom. Boy, this was heady play, wasn't it, Tom?
They bring Dobson and McNames up, and Travis Watson, the outlet man. First two for Travis are two big ones. The Smets been doing that. They've been forcing Tulare to do something else with the ball. The blatant double team leaves somebody open.
Dannenbring, fouled by Schrader. Or no, maybe the block. Frankenstein with a block. We had a weird angle. Our angle looked like Schrader was closer to the play than that, so I jump at the gun.
Yes. Didn't quite get there. Nice, strong drive to the hoop by Dannenbring, though.
Adams made his only free throw. It was on the backside of a three-point play when he was fouled in the act of shooting and made a basket in the third period. It was the last time Adams scored. He has 7 in the game right now. 56% on the year. He had 8 points last night, 10 the night before. And a nice little swish. Stays at 3. Schrader with another rebound. We're at 1:40 left. Bottom will get the ball back. Tried to bounce it, and Bottom almost stole it again from Larson, but Larson with the steal stepped in that passing lane.
That's great strategy by DeSmet. Make Bottom give the ball up. Make somebody else handle the ball. And then great hands again by Darren Larson to step in and take that pass away. Thought about it, didn't he?
Time.
They don't have to
pass and screen away. Pass and screen away.
Watson tried to foul Larson. I think that's the guy they want to put on the line.
Yeah, Larson has shot 38% this year. Now it's almost whoever has the ball.
Yeah, I don't want to foul Hine, really, but
there's 44 seconds left. Dannenbring will bring it out. You got a foul almost. Yep. Bottom, there it was. That's our Bottom says he didn't touch him, but I don't think it really matters. Tim shouldn't be too upset with that, even though it's his 4th. I think you need to stop the clock.
Yeah, they really waited too long, I think, to stop the clock.
Timeout taken. So we got 52 to 49 to score. There's 38 seconds left. I know right in front of us, you could kind of see Coach Hand moving his hands around, telling him, all right, pick up the pace, go ahead and just go to stop it. And Bottom did use that foul to stop the clock. Been a great crowd. Solid tournament. And really, I guess when I think of Aberdeen, I kind of think of Class B country.
Yeah, you do. And you think of the B being here in the Barnett Center over the last 5 years.
There's Cruz, who has fouled out. He fouled out early in this quarter.
Trying to stretch out that back. He's had some back problems.
Yeah, he wears one of those braces underneath.
Well, both teams in the bonus. It's going to come down to the free throw line.
Definitely, because Tulare, when you're behind, you're forced to foul. And hope the team misses. And Josh McNames will toe the line. We'll see if his lucky boxer shorts hold on this trip. Squirt.
They're holding him, and we'll see.
Ooh, he got the roll. 11 now in the game for Josh McNames, and a 4-point edge. That's the critical number now with that arc out there. You always look to see and try to stay ahead by 4. I don't know if you could hear that in front of us, but if this goes in, there's a timeout that Coach Hand asked for, and he didn't get it. I mean, his own mate. I'm sorry. 30 seconds now. Lob pass, Schultz. Watson, they look at, oh, it's stolen by Larson. A huge defensive play. The last 2 possessions down was that Larson stole the bounce pass, and now here's Darren stealing another lob pass.
Last 2 times, yep, they were trying to go to Schroeder that didn't put enough oomph on the lob.
And it's a lob pass is generally not the type of pass that Tulare and Coach Hand have used all year. They like the sharp, crisp one that had a little less loft on it. That's what makes a lob hard to connect with.
They had a couple of shots at the three-pointer. Nobody really wanted to take it because I think they were set to go down inside to big Jim Schrader. But maybe down by 5, you take the 3 and take your chances. Although they've only hit 1 so far in the game, Bottom has the only 3 for Tulare. But yeah, Darren Larson, he's played some great defense in the last 2 minutes. There's 2 points in the book for Larson, but 2 big steals in the 4th quarter.
And really, Darren Larson was forced to play a much larger role in this 4th period. Of course, when Cruz got his 5th, and the junior has reacted well.
De Smet's 4th straight tournament. They last won it in 1987. Dougie Ostis and Rob Schmidt and Jeff Gruenhagen and the boys were the last state champs they had there.
3 state titles overall for De Smet, 70 and 71. Seconds left. And McNames will go back to the free throw line where Josh has made his last 3 in a row. He's 3 out of 4 in the game. 12 points. Again, earlier today, McNames had his knee drained to some fluid. Which isn't a real big deal for him because he's had it ever since the early stages of the football season. In fact, Coach Sturgeon, the football coach and assistant boys basketball coach, said that was probably the longest day of his coaching career, if not his whole life, when McNames hurt himself there playing football. 56-49. Kick it out for the 3-point attempt. Didn't go. Dannenbring released. There's a foul by Hine. There's 11 seconds left.
Start the celebration, huh? 11 seconds left.
Yeah, the dog pound will be barking. And you know, Josh's grandfather, Corliss Johnson, is sitting down in Mitchell in the hospital. He's been a little ill, loving every second of this. Barry Hine has made his last 3. 13 points now for Hine. And he hits that one. Just a matter of a couple of seconds now. Will McNames beat the buzzer? Yes, it doesn't go, and DeSmit wins it all, 58-49. It is the year of the Dogs.